Okay, here's a demo on connecting the Mychron 5 to the PodiumConnect Micro real-time telemetry system. So a little tour of what we have here. So we have the Mychron 5, we have the battery expansion for the Mychron 5 going into an adapter cable, and that is plugged into the PodiumConnect Micro system. And we have the Race Capture app here that is connected via Bluetooth to the PodiumConnect Micro as well. So the way to set it up is to go into Setup, and you go to First Time Setup, hit Next, select your device, PodiumConnect Micro, hit Next. It's connected over Bluetooth, so it already found it. And then you would go in and select the AIM SmartyCam. Now it is writing the AIM SmartyCam mapping channels to the device. And now it's done. You hit Next, cancel, and then exit from the setup wizard. After writing the preset, you'll see that the CAN LED is flashing. That means it's receiving data from the AIM device. And if we go to the dashboard, we can take a look at the data for the system, and we have a number of channels that are showing up from that SmartyCam preset. And then here we have a attraction circle, which is a scatter plot that shows G-force. G-force and speed and latitude, longitude are provided by the Mychron 5, as well as RPM should be available, as well as engine temperature. So actually, if I pick up the Mychron, you will see the scatter plot change, and that is happening with the data flowing from the Mychron system itself. And of course, all of this information would be broadcasted up through live telemetry through the PodiumConnect Micro. Now, one thing that we found out with the Mychron 5 is that even if the battery expansion is connected and we have a battery power, it seems that there still isn't enough power being provided by this battery. Hey, Brent from the future here. So after doing some research, I realized that the AIM integration cable here is not optimized for the Mychron 5. And what I mean by that is that we're pulling power from the wrong pin on this 5-pin binder or binder connector. So if what we can do is we can test switching the power to a different pin, which is the V battery or the external battery source provided by their documentation. And what that means is it'll pull power directly from this battery connection, which will then power both the PodiumConnect Micro as well as the Mychron 5 together. And then that'll vastly simplify the cabling arrangement. So I have this old cable from a first-gen PodiumConnect system, and I will give that a test and see if that works, which I'm 90% sure that it will. So far, it seems to work. The Mychron 5 will just start broadcasting this data by default onto the CAN bus, and then you will see that through the live telemetry provided by PodiumConnect. One more note is that there are a lot of channels here that are showing invalid data, like gear and coolants and EGT and oil temperature. These are all channels that do not exist on the Mychron. The Mychron should actually provide an engine temperature type of channel, and we would need to add that to our mapping. But for all of these other channels, what you can do is you can go into Setup, you can go to CAN Mapping, and then you can remove channels that don't apply. For example, EGT, you can remove that channel. And then just continue to do that with the other channels on the list. And then once you're done cleaning that up, then your dashboard will have just the valid data that matters to you, as well as the lap times and the other telemetry data that the PodiumConnect Micro provides.